Awesome. Okay, welcome to our Opulent Health and Wellness event. We're super excited that we've got quite a few visitors on tonight because we've got an amazing new girl, Rachel, launching her business. So we're really excited to introduce her a little bit later on in the event. So I guess what we're all about, just briefly before we get started, is most of us are mamas. We do have quite a few dads and gentlemen in the business as well, but predominantly, most of the shares tonight are going to be from mums. So it's all about our amazing journey with a program and a product, all based around whole foods. So it's always pretty exciting. Every night's pretty much like this, and we get to work really in stolen moments when we want, where we want, and look after our health in the process. So I'm just going to touch only briefly on our program tonight because I know I've got a couple of different teams sort of involved in tonight's event, and our program does differ between teams, I guess, a little bit. So just briefly, with our customers, we're really fortunate enough that we get to be part of a program which we call the Juicy Body Transformation, which is all online and virtual for them for life once they become a customer. So it's a deprivation-free, not a strict diet. It's all about enjoying the things that we normally love and without it being naughty, I guess. It's just using whole foods. It's family friendly. We've got a detox, we've got a cleanse, and hundreds of recipes for our customers to access, and we're getting amazing results from that. And it is truly amazing. And I know both our programs between ours and our Sideline Buddies team is great, and it's constantly being upgraded. So that's just, I'm only going to leave that really short tonight because I just don't want people to get confused with the two programs. But yeah, it's not all about this amazing product and opportunity. There is an amazing program behind it, and it's something that everybody gets to tap into and share with their family and their friends. So I'm just going to touch a little bit on Juice Plus. So that's where our business sort of all rotates around and operates with, I guess, and it's an amazing whole foods product which came from a company that's been around for over 47 years. So the product itself has been around for 27, but the actual company, 47 years. So they started off with things like water filters and fire detectors, and then they started getting into juicing. And predominantly because there was an illness in the family and they were trying to get all those good nutrients into a father that was fighting cancer, actually. So it is an amazing product in that it is based around whole foods. So I guess, normally we're all taking all those synthetic and artificial vitamins and minerals and multivitamins that we can get from the chemist and the supermarket. And Juice Plus is amazing in that it is all whole foods. So our hero product, I guess we like to call it, is our capsules. So I'm going to talk about those just briefly, or majority actually about the capsules. So originally they just came out with the fruit and vegetables, but we've been very fortunate enough that they've created the berries as well. And literally when you take these on a day-to-day basis, you're looking at a variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables and berries every day. And I don't know about you guys, but that's not easy to do with, normal healthy fruits and vegetables. So I guess, these aren't designed for you to stop eating your healthy, fresh fruit and vegetables either. They're there to increase an already amazing diet or a poor diet, or to bridge a very big gap. So for me, when I was first looking into the product, it was predominantly for my husband, and he literally only eats meat and potatoes. So there was a huge gap there to fill. And so getting him on this product was huge. So to be able to get this into his system on a day-to-day basis, I know that I'm preventing that inflammation in the future. So these capsules are all about, these are about micronutrition. So I guess the difference between these and your normal fruits and vegetables that you have in your diet daily is the stuff that we're buying in the supermarkets or from the markets and so forth, they're picked before their prime ripening. So not only are they growing up in deprivated soil, but they're also picked before their prime ripening. Then they've had all sorts of waxes and chemicals, a lot of them, predominantly, and then they're sitting on back of a truck or a boat or a plane, and then in our supermarkets for us to then purchase. And if they're vegetables, I guess then we're bringing them home and cooking a lot of them too. So we're cooking out those nutrients. Whereas our fruit and vegetables that go into our capsules and into our shakes are grown purposely only for our products. So they stay on the vine until they're at their prime ripening, so that their highest nutritional value. And then they're literally picked and taken from our farms straight into a factory, and the factories are no further than an hour away. And they're taken in there, they're washed, and then they are pulped and juiced. So all that liquid and all that sugar is removed, and then it's in a slow drying process which keeps all the live enzymes, micronutrition and phytonutrients all still intact. So it's the best of the fruit and vegetable at its highest cellular form, and then that powder is capsulated into a vegan vegetarian capsule. So and then all we do literally on a day-to-day basis is swallow these with water, and literally they're in your system within 3 minutes. And I guess the difference between these and your normal vitamins and supplements that you were taking before, they were full of a lot of synthetic and artificial ingredients. So your body didn't recognise those. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but I know I noticed when I was on my multivitamin when I was pregnant, I had that disco wee, so that fluorescent wee that always looked like I was dehydrated. But your body knows these, it recognises that it's just fruit and vegetables. And so when you take them, it's going directly to your kidney, your liver, and into your bloodstream, and it's doing exactly what it needs to be straight away. So the results are actually quite quick, but obviously with any diet change, it takes 90 to 120 days for that rejuvenation to happen. But you do notice results, quite quickly in taking it. What I love about it also is you can read the label. You don't need to have a degree to know what carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley, and spinach is. And that's literally what's in our vegetable capsules. Also on the label, there is no warning label. Our products are perfectly safe for everybody in whatever part of life they're in. So whether they're pregnant, whether they're breastfeeding, whether they're of older generation, it is perfectly safe. Unless you are allergic to the carrot or the apple in the fruit or something specific like that, it is perfectly safe. So it is quite amazing in that form too. And I guess what puts it ahead of a lot of products too, because I haven't heard of this with any other product that's available out there, is it's had over 37 peer study journals done on it. You can't pay to have those published. Obviously we help fund having the studies done, but there's so much research behind it, and because the product's been around for over 27 years, there's so many results out there. Obviously the results are different for everybody depending on their inflammation and their normal health and where they are in life, and also hereditary things that happen, I guess, as well. But it is truly amazing some of the results we're seeing. And I guess when you're taking those fruit and vegetables and those capsules at that level, like attracts like. So when you're taking that, it creates more craveability for you. So you start craving more things from your crisper or from your fruit bowl than you are from, sugar and savoury, which is one of the biggest results in our health study, which I'm going to touch on now. So when any adult takes our capsules here in Australia, they also get to be part of the Australian Kids Health Study, so kids can eat free. And what we've got is either the older children, so it's between the ages of 4 and 18, the health study. But honestly, my children have been on these. My youngest has been on them since 11 months because he had lots of teeth. So he was able to eat the chews straight away. So they can either have the capsules or they can have the fruit and vegetable chews. So this gives the kids a variety of 17 fruits and vegetables a day. I know, I'm one of those parents that is a struggle every day. Like one day Jacob will be awesome. He'll eat broccoli, he'll eat spinach, he'll eat whatever I put on his plate. The next day he'll be hands up, I hate my spinach, Mum, I don't want to touch it. But I know not every day is perfect, and today it was a perfect day actually, but what we ate wasn't exactly perfect. But I know that he's having his chews every day, therefore he's getting into his system. My 2 boys both suffered very heavily from croup, especially Jacob, in and out of hospital, ambulance visits, doctors, the pre-Ventolin, and then the Ventolin, and then the steroid medication. It was horrible. We were up very late at nights with that horrible gasping dog cough, I guess. And it was really scary and really wore the family down for quite some time. My kids have been free from croup or any baby asthma now for 8 months straight. Look, whether they grew out of it or so forth, I have to say it's the capsules. It's the only, I mean, the chews, it's the only thing I really changed in their diet. But it does have them going for the crisper. And when we do go into the supermarket now, they are looking for that basket of free fruit as soon as we walk in. You know, they're looking for a banana or an apple, which is great. And other things in the studies that it's coming up with is, you know, gums for the children. Like, it's actually really good for their gums because there's still a little bit of natural sugar in these, straight from the fruits and vegetables, but it's also joined to make the chew with tapioca and a bit of beeswax. So it's all very natural ingredients. And again, very different to what you'd normally buy in the supermarket. And another huge thing with those two products, with the capsules and the chews, psoriasis and that sort of skin inflammation is very common in young children. So huge results in that, because we just know how uncomfortable that is for children when they're going through psoriasis and so forth, because they just can't get comfortable. So that's our main two products. And I guess the last bit is, obviously I've talked about micronutrition with our capsules, and macronutrition is our other item. So this is our whole food complete powders. So these make some yummy smoothies. They make any green smoothie taste quite good, because I don't know about you, but that green smoothie can sometimes not go down quite as nicely as you'd like. But these are, again, all whole foods. It's got literally about 30 plant-based items in there. So it's, you know, looking at protein from soy, chickpea and rice. And then you're looking at, we've got two beautiful sugars in there, again natural, but one from stevia and one from sugarcane. And then we're looking at amazing things like broccoli, alfalfa, spirulina, quinoa, millet. And then we're looking at, we get vitamin T from, you know, two places mainly, I guess, is mushrooms and the sun. So we've got mushroom powder in there. We've got vitamin B in there, and then we've got a complex vitamin B in there called niacin. Niacin is amazing in that it's a beautiful mood balancer. We've had so many people, one being Lauren, my upline, who introduced me to the business. She suffered really badly with anxiety and depression, along with her chronic fatigue. And she was, had lots of medication between the two of those, and she's now off her medication because of that. I'm not saying it's, you know, going to work for everybody, but with the extra energy you get from your capsules, and then obviously fueling your body with this and having the niacin, has really helped a lot of people just balance out that mood for them and get them through their day, which is lovely to see that change in people. And look, these aren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things, so for instance, me and Charlie, my 2-year-old, every morning we'll chuck some oats in there. We mix the milks up between soy milk or almond milk or coconut water, and then we chuck in our frozen berries, chia seed, acai, whatever we've got going around, and that's our smoothie for the day. And literally that keeps us full until lunchtime. And I guess they're also great for those people that do still have a sweet tooth and want something in the afternoon. Again, you know, pull one of those out. Or your kids, if they've got a little bit of an addiction for a chocolate milk or a Milo, replace that with the chocolate one, and it's really yummy. And again, you know, I can tell people honestly, hand on heart, that my children are having, you know, sort of between 30 and 40 plant-based fruit, vegetables, berries going into their system every day. I know government states we should be having 3 to 5, but science really is suggesting more like 9 to 13. And, you know, we're absolutely smashing it. You know, as an adult, I'm looking at more like 50 to 60. So, and it's without all those sugars. So I guess if I was to try and eat those naturally, you know, of course that's a lot of produce to eat firstly, a lot of preparation involved, but a lot of sugar to be taking in as well. So there are our products. I'm just going to try and get a couple of girls to share their product shares now. Obviously, you've heard a little bit of mine. I guess my other two things with my products as well is I used to suffer inflammation around my mouth a lot, and I have with acne. And even in my, you know, I'm 35 years old, but I haven't had anything like that now for 9 months or so now, which has been great. And the other main thing for me, obviously, other than energy, is both pregnancies have caused a bulged disc in my L5. So I've got a sciatic nerve problem that runs from the middle lower of my back down my left side. And I totally forgot about it. This was something that was going on all day long, every day. But then sort of 5, 6 months into the program and the product, that ceased. And I have not had any sort of flare-up from that since. So that's huge for me. And I'm a big gym person, and I used to play netball quite strenuously. So all my knee little inflammations and so forth are gone too. So I'm very, very blessed to have found the product. So I'm just going to switch over to Carla now. And Carla's got she's very new with the product, but she's had amazing results already. And her mum's just actually commented on how great she looked today. So I'm just going to spotlight you, Carla. There you go, lovely. Take it away.
Hi. My daughter and I have been on the product probably about a month and a bit now. So we were following Lindsay's story for probably the last 6 months during my pregnancy, and ummed and ahed about it, and then saw what great results she was having. So I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go. I was the kind of person who'd be in bed I'd put my 2-year-old to bed and then I'd be asleep right there next to her. I am pretty much a single mum 90% of the time because my wonderful partner is away with defence pretty much all the time. So I've got a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old. So I'm pretty busy, and I just decided to take the capsules to try and give me what I'm missing, because obviously I wasn't eating right, I wasn't doing anything right. So we started the capsules, and within like a week and a bit, I just found this energy that I had never had before, and I could stay up until like 11 o'clock at night, not feeling tired, great energy. We're on the capsules, and I'm having daily shakes, maybe 2 shakes a day because they're just so yummy. But I've also put my 3-year-old on the Choose part of the children's study trial, and the best result and most unexpected result that I could have seen, because she's like Yana's boys, like if up and down with the bloody fruit and veg is like no tomorrow, a typical 3-year-old. And so I just started them on her to make sure she was getting the right stuff. But she'd had chronic constipation since she was born pretty much, and been on an adult dose of Movicol twice a day for the last year. And in the last 5 weeks, we have not had 1 dose of Movicol, and she is actually using her bowels like a normal 3-year-old. So that is the only thing that's changed in her diet is those chewies. So I guess I have to accredit it to that, because that's the only thing that has changed in her diet. So that's amazing. But I think the best thing I've noticed most of all, other than having energy, and that is in the last few weeks, I've lost 5 kilos with the change in our diet, the change in our whole routine. So my mum commenting and a few other people commenting that I'm looking really good and all of that made me feel good as well. So I think we're on the right track, and hope we just keep seeing results from there.
Awesome. Thank you. Lovely. Now, I know Lindsay is... she's looking good, actually. I'm just going to spotlight Linz. I know she's got a little person very close to her, so there might be 2 of them sharing. I'll just spotlight you, Linz, and she's got Linz, I've got heaps to share, so I'm not sure which way you're going to start with tonight, but just share the whole lot.
Yes, my little one's just there. See, she's refusing to go to bed because she's very, very independent. So I might just start off quickly with my product story. So it was a year ago now, and it was very similar to how Carla got interested with what I was doing. And Jana was just talking about who's our lovely host, in case you're not sure, talking about how amazing that she felt. And I got a little bit like when Harry met Sally, and I wanted what she was having pretty much. So I asked her what she was doing. She told me what she was doing, and I pretty much just thought to myself, well, you know, I do eat pretty good. We do eat pretty good in our family, but who couldn't use more fruit and veg? And at the time I was actually breastfeeding Harper, my little one there, and my son was 13, so his food choices weren't fantastic. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So we gave it a go. We all got onto it, and quite quickly we all started seeing different results, which was really cool. You know, for myself, I suffer from psoriasis, dermatitis, eczema, and acne. And at the moment, as we speak today, I have no psoriasis, I have no eczema, I have no dermatitis, and I only have a few little pimples around here, which for me, having bad skin, you know, most of my life, that is just incredible. I never thought I was going to get a result like that. But being a mama of a young one, and I'm actually 27 and a half weeks pregnant again now, you know, the energy that the capsules give me is just incredible, and I need that to keep going because I'm still working mama. I'm still working full-time at the moment. I'm in the Defence Force myself. And, you know, so working full-time, being a mama, having my own business, I need that energy. I mean, we all do really, don't we? So it's been fantastic. But for myself, I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't really function too great in the morning. So I like to get up in the morning. This is Harper. I like to get up in the morning and make myself a smoothie, and I jam pack it with fruit and chia seeds and LSA, and I have it with coconut water. And here we go. Here, Harper, you can have this. I have it with coconut water, and Harper and I actually share it on the way to kindy, and we each have our own smoothie on the way to kindy. So it's really awesome to know that, you know, we've got a product that we can all have that's safe for all of us, that's safe for my little one. Oh, darling, Mummy needs that one because it's got the microphone on it. You know, we can all have it. It's safe for adults and kids. It's safe for me breastfeeding. I'll just keep talking because I know you can hear me in the microphone. And the headphones out. Yep, can you hear me? Yes, sir. And yeah, so it's great to know that we've got a product that's safe for all of us. So a year on, it's been a year. In February we went a year, and some of our results have been crazy. You know, like my husband doesn't get any knee joint pain anymore from all the hockey he plays, which is awesome because he loves his hockey. Me, not so much. He does. And my son, he suffered really bad from warts on his hands, and he's gone from having over 30 to having 1. So that's amazing. So yeah, like the results that you get, you never know what you're going to get. Like everyone's different, and it works specifically for what you need inside your body. So it's really cool and surprising little journey to go on. John, do you want me to touch quickly on my business and my exciting news? Yeah? Okay, so this little gem here, who's super excited, when she came along last year and I was on maternity leave, you're right, she reminded me of what I'd missed out on with my boy, who's 13. I joined the Navy when he was 2.5, and I've loved my time in the Navy, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely, you know, enjoyed my career, and I've met some amazing people and had some incredible journeys, but I missed out a lot, you know. I missed out on birthdays and Christmases and taking him to the footy and stuff like that, and I don't want to do that this time around with Harper. I want to be there for those things, and I want to watch her grow up a bit more than I did my son. So that's why I jumped into the business side of it. Plus I got money back on my own order, so it was cheaper, and I haven't actually paid for my products since I started. And so a year on from my business, I've got 36 days, I counted today, until I go on maternity leave, and then I finish up, and that's it. I get to be a stay-at-home mama with this crazy kid, another girl due in June, so I have 3 kids driving me crazy, and I get to run my business at home with them driving me crazy, and I could not think of anything better in this world. So I'm really excited. Thanks for letting me share it. I know I've gone over, but I'm super excited about it. Thanks, Yanni.
Thanks, Linz. Oh, that is exciting. And you'll hear my story after, but looking at that, you think, oh, maybe she wants to go back to work. But look at Harper. She's the cutest thing ever. I don't think I'd want to go back to work either. All right, I'm just going to touch quickly on a couple of little bits to get out of people's minds, or just to show you how things work. And then we get to share, then we get to listen to Rachel. And I'm really excited to see Rachel. I only met her once, so I'm really excited to see her on the screen. So I guess when we come into this, we're thinking about traditional business versus what we're doing, and how it all works, I guess. And I've come from the defence background too, but as a public servant. So I've owned a traditional business too. I owned a restaurant for 3 years. So I guess the easiest way to sort of go through this is to think of your local Safeway or Woolworths, and I guess they've always got their CEO up the top there. And, you know, we do our shopping every week. We get to see our friendly assistants, you know, put through our shopping every week. So you got Lisa, you got John, you got all these amazing people, not always happy, but are always there, and they're always happy to look after you. And I guess, you know, as working down from the CEO, you'd probably have board of directors, then you'd probably have state managers, area managers, store managers, aisle managers, and so forth. And I guess, you know, they all come in and they might start there. They might even start in the lower section. I'm not even sure if there's a lower one. But, you know, I guess as time grows, they get to learn, they get to train, and then they look at other positions and work their way up. So what they would need to do in a traditional business is obviously train further. But also what they need to do is they need to apply, and they need to go against all these other people that they're working with. But probably not even just them. They're probably actually competing for these other roles externally as well, you know, against external people as well. And the chances of them maybe getting up to, say, you know, a manager or a store manager, yeah, that might be possible. But the chances of them getting up to this one position up here, CEOs, you know, these positions in here are normally the big positions, you know, with lots of hours, not the greatest wage maybe, and are really, you know, tiresome on the family, and this is probably where all the money is. But this guy even up here, or girl, I should say, if he was to leave or she was to leave, the chances of any of these guys down here getting that position are slim to none. It'll probably be someone external or someone that's come straight from uni or has already had the experience. This is where our business is really different. It's more of a rectangle. We all come in what we call a virtual franchise for a one-off yearly fee of $165. And yes, we have, you know, a top position as well. We have what we call National Marketing Director. But the difference with us is that's unlimited. All right. So yeah, we all come in as our virtual franchise, and there's a few levels to work up with, and there's lots of money involved, just, you know, that you get rewarded as you grow. But the difference is you're not competing like we were down here. You don't grow in your business unless you link arms and help each other get to that next promotion, or find and share a new customer, because we don't sell. We don't want ex-car salesmen in this business. We literally share our journey with the product and the program and the lifestyle that comes along with it. And very quickly, yeah, you can all, you know, and look, there's no rush. There is, you know, you don't need to hold on to stock. You don't go out and do parties. You don't have to do deliveries. And it's just amazing that, you know, you get to come in and, you know, just be a product of the product, enjoy looking after your health and your family's health, and quickly you can work up to the top position just as that CEO did, except for the difference is you've got amazing friends and a community that's helped you get there, and you've got a lifestyle with an amazing income to go with it. So now I'm really excited. I've got to find her now. Oh, I can see her. Oh, where'd she go? So Rachel's now going to, I know she's got some guests on and they're all excited to hear what she's up to. So I'm just going to spotlight you, Rachel. Hi, Rach.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good.
That's good. Yeah, you're nervous, aren't you? That's what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what everyone wants to know is obviously how did you come across this opportunity? What do you, you know, what results you've been on the product for a little while now?
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was following someone on Instagram and following her lifestyle and her photos, and she grabbed my attention. And after following her for a few months, reached out to her to find out what these magic beans or capsules were. My goal for 2017 was to look after me after having looked after my two girls by myself for the last couple of years. And my husband's finally not having to travel so much for work, and so we're a family of 4, which is nice. So yeah, it was really about me and finding my health, my fitness, and just something for me to have as my own. And so reached out to Kathy and tried the products and was really impressed. Within, you know, just over a week, I was feeling the effects of more energy, a deeper sleep. It didn't matter if I was still waking up with the girls in the middle of the night. I would wake up feeling rested and really energetic. And I thought that this is something that I'd love to share with people. And it gave me a project to really focus on. And I think not only just the product being amazing, but also having this little thing that's my own has just given me I feel like my old self. I know mums can get really lonely and really absorbed in the mum life, and this has just opened me up to all my old contacts and made me step out of my comfort zone. That has been really nice and just built my confidence. So it's early days, but I'm really excited. Yeah, that's it.
That's great, and like you said, us mums do seem to get lost in the process of and who we are. Like it, and literally, actually, Lindsay's got a group called Lost and Found Mums, because we do. You get lost between work and being a mum and who you're all about. So what is it, obviously, that you're just excited about with the future then? What's the business, obviously you're already finding that you're finding yourself and finding success, but obviously the more you share and the more you see the community, the more you understand what it can be. So what are you looking forward to in the future with the business?
There's a couple of things. I would love to be able to have my husband be home more and not have to travel at all, and to change our lifestyle. And I see this as an opportunity that could do that. And the other thing is I am a natural people person, and I love to train and mentor and help people. And the opportunity to be able to have a team of people working with me that I can assist and make a difference in their life just really appeals to me, especially in this field, in the health and wellness field. So, yeah.
Amazing, Rach. Well done for your first time on Zoom. That was really good. All right. I'll flip it back over to myself. So I'm just going to touch just a little bit more on the business, and there's just a couple more shares on the business side of things, and there's some amazing stories there. So I guess a lot of questions then, at this stage is like, well, I don't think I know enough people to be able to, sell the product. We don't sell again, we just share. And again, there's no rush on how you grow your business. It's your business. And you don't need to be one of the, you're not going out there and chasing parties like you are with some other companies and so forth. But literally for me, I came into the business just, and obviously my mentor, all they did was sort of show me how to share it and how to find my first few customers. So I went off and found my first few customers, and a couple of them turned into team. And obviously my mentor helped me find another one as well. So very quickly I had Lindsay, I had Catherine, and I had Steph. Excuse me, I've been talking so much the last couple of days, I'm losing my voice. And all I did from there, because I was very new, I taught them what my mentor taught me, and that was literally how to share the product, how to share our program, and what we're excited about. And they quickly found a few customers, and then they went and shared the business also. And what this starts to create is what we call the popcorn effect. All right, it's the same as if you go to the MCG or you go to the tennis Australian Open or so forth, and you share, someone beside you that you've never met before asks what you do. And you literally just say, yeah, I just say to them, I have an online business. I help people, get that time freedom back, and it's all based around whole foods and so forth. And what do you do? And look, if I did that to each person beside me, and then they did it and kept carrying on through, you could literally fill that gym, whether it's the MCG or the team, with that conversation spreading out. And that's all this is. So Catherine went and shared it with Michelle. Michelle then went and shared it with her brother Adam. Sorry, writing is crazy. And he went and shared it with Zoe. And obviously through there too, these girls and guys have gone off and shared more also. I'll just fix that up. And yeah, you can see very crazy. It just keeps, sort of spiraling out that all naturally, organically. And all I knew at the start was Catherine, Lindsay and Steph and my customers at the beginning. And honestly, that's really how it happens. But then you get to make amazing friendships and relationships, you know, all the way through. And the community is second to none. And I'm just going to quickly, you know, I'm going to speak to Kath in a second, and she's going to tell us about her business story. But me and Kath didn't know each other. We're not a part of the same sort of team in the business either. But that's just how amazing it is. We don't compete or anything, but we just join, you know, link arms and help each other grow our own businesses. And I love that. It's just so not normal. So we get paid 3 ways. I know everyone wants to know how we get paid. We get paid by profit, we get paid in commission, and we get paid in bonuses. And we like to talk about the bonuses, but that's because of an amazing woman that's a part of our team a little bit up. And again, she recognises that us mamas, we sort of leave ourselves to last. So when we get some of these amazing bonuses as our business grows, she encourages us to spend a percentage of that on ourselves, whether it's your nails, whether it's the gym, whether it's a new outfit, whether it's your hair. Lots of things that mums put aside once they have their kids. So as I said before, we all come in that first position as a virtual franchise. And in that bubble effect, I shared how we went and shared it with a few customers and found our first team sort of thing. And that's SDVF. I'm sorry, all these acronyms. So Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. And here in Australia, we're really lucky. So it's a $400 bonus for you. But it's also a $400 bonus for your teacher, because we're a teach-to-teach business. But don't forget, you yourself become the teacher as well. So as you share this amazing opportunity, you get to have the teacher bonus as well as the promotion bonus. So again, from SDVF, you just keep growing your business. And very quickly, you're sort of looking at sales coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. And again, you just keep sharing your opportunity. By then, your lifestyle is starting to change. You might not need to work so much. You might be able to have that holiday you've been planning. And people are seeing that. They're seeing that your health is getting better, but also your lifestyle, and you're excited about what's going on in your life. And again, your business keeps growing. You're looking at senior sales coordinator. And this is where I'm going to get Kath to come on, because I know she's working really hard for this position at the moment. I'm just going to spotlight her. I'll just find her. There you are. Spotlight you. Hi, Kath.
Hey, can you hear me?
Good. Yes, I can hear you. So we'd love to hear your story. I'd love to hear your story, actually, how you came about this opportunity. And obviously,
yeah, sure.
A while. So obviously what it's created and what you're looking forward to.
All right. So I started the business, it'll be 2 years in June. I originally started the product first and had amazing results. I was looking to lose some weight after having my daughter. And after seeing such great results, I really wanted to share it with people. So fast forward, going back to the business. So originally I was approached with the business, and I'm a bit skeptical, so I did a lot of research. I asked a lot of questions, so a bit similar to Rachel, how she asked me quite a lot of questions. But I think originally I wanted a bit more independence. I was at home with my daughter, and although I had her to concentrate on, I still was so used to working. I needed something to stimulate me a bit more and something to concentrate on and talk to more people. Obviously, being at home with a toddler and watching kids programs all day, you kind of need that stimulation. And it was so nice being in Australia and all my friends are at home to be able to speak to new people and meeting the lovely Jana and her team. So going from there, I basically wanted some extra money for myself, because I found I love a bit of shopping, most girls do, and I really would like a pair of shoes every now and then, and I just felt really guilty that my partner was working so much, and then I'd say, I'd have to ask for it if I would like a pair of shoes. I mean, he never said you need to ask or anything, but I felt like I needed to, because I was always used to my own money. So it went from there, really. So originally I wanted it for extra cash, just to be able to go shopping and do what I wanted to do and contribute to bills. But as time's gone on, my why's changed. And obviously seeing the true potential that this business can give you, and watching people above you that inspire me every day, I literally my partner works full time. He works very long hours. Sometimes he has to work a Saturday. So for me and the 2 kids that we have, we crave his like when he comes home, we love spending time with him. And obviously when he's not here, it does get quite full on with the kids. So it's nice when he's here to help give me a hand, but also to have time with him. And so, as I say, as time's gone on, we just would love to be able to retire him. So I work this business around my kids. I was already at home, but this has allowed me to pay towards bills, to save money for holidays, to be able to go for weekends away. And for the future I'd love to be able to cut my partner's hours down. He really wants to set up his own business, so this will give him the opportunity to go out on his own and do what he wants to do and the hours that he wants to do, and pick and choose when he wants to see us and do some work. So also being the fact that I'm so far away from England means that my mum and dad don't get to see the kids grow up as much, only through technology, which is Skype. So it will also give us the opportunity to be able to afford to fly back a little bit more often, or even fly them over. And I think this is the first time I've said that without crying. So yeah, it really means a lot to be able to have more time freedom for my partner, to be able to enjoy those moments that he misses with the kids, other than seeing them in pictures and videos, and for my parents as well. So hopefully it won't be long and I'll be at SSC, and that's about it really.
Awesome, thanks Kathy. All right, cool. And I'm just going to finish it up with the last 2 bits. I'm doing pretty well. I guess, again, your business sort of just keeps growing and you're helping some of your team then get to some of these goals. You're helping them tick off some really big goals. And we're looking at QNMD, and that's where I'm working at the moment. So that's $1,500 for myself and $1,500 for my teacher. And then the number 1 bonus when you're at the top position at National Marketing Director is $3,000 bonus, only for you, because your teacher's earning way too much by then, and you're on around $80,000 to $100,000 a year, all because you paid $165 to get your virtual office and to have a change or have the opportunity to create something. And I guess just quickly on myself, I've been in the business just over 12 months. I was full-time. I've always worked, I've always studied. But after my second child and a promotion from Defence to Department of Human Services, and returning from mat leave on that with that second baby, it just wasn't working. I didn't feel like I was doing any of my jobs really well at all. I felt like I wasn't a mum. I wasn't keeping up with the housework, the cooking, the cleaning, the paying the bills, and then my job itself was just really starting to affect my health. And so I was looking at the product and the opportunity came up, so I gave it a go, and it's just been the biggest blessing because I was able to resign in December. So, and I finished up in January, so I've been home a month now as a stay-at-home mum, and it's just been the biggest and best thing that's ever happened to me. The changes I've seen in my kids in just a month, or just watching them grow. And, Jacob ride his bike without training wheels for the first time the other day. I pulled a pebble out of my little boy's nose yesterday instead of child care or so forth. It's just amazing, and all because of the community. Everybody's there to support me all the time and help me grow. So this opportunity can be anything for anybody. You don't have to come in and think you have to leave your job. It really could just be a holiday fund. It could be, just double up for a little while and see what it, but honestly, you can come into this business and work solidly at it for 4 years if you want it, and you can live the rest of your life on the beach. I choose to just work it around my children when I want, where I want, and let it grow that way. And then, we get to have that lifestyle. I get to have that time with my kids, and I get my relationship back with my husband. So that's everything for our event tonight. So for those of you that jumped on for Rachel, please make sure, thank you for hopping on firstly, and make sure if you've got any questions, if we didn't answer anything quite that you're after, make sure you reach out to her and get those answered. But otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you to the girls for sharing, and hopefully we'll see you all again really soon.